Alright guys, welcome back to our Buff Kangaroo TV episode about product review. Today we are an Indonesian channel, but today we're gonna speak full English karena there's an interest in the comment section that they want their product review to be in full English, and we have a lot of unique gloves also that we will give to you for an international market. So today I'm here with Gino again. One of my compadres for glove and product reviews. We're gonna talk about one of the best, most worth it, not affordable gloves in the market to date. It's been around since a long time. It's been used by many world champions in the industry, especially in the combat industries. Either it's boxing, it's MMA, it's kickboxing. Everybody uses this, from Floyd Mayweather to even Connor Mcgregor, to even one of the legends, Oscar De La Hoya, to even Roy Jones Jr. and other legendary boxers, except Muhammad Ali, of course. This glove is like one of the best in the industry that everybody tries to copy, but everybody fails to copy it. It's the winning gloves, all right? So I'm gonna talk about, first is the glove design and what comes in a package that Gino buys here. He bought it in Singapore. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
And that was like 2017. Yeah, that was like 3 years ago.
Okay, it's 3 years ago, and it's still, it still looks very fresh. So Gino, can you tell us what did you get from the package? Sometimes.
Sure.
Sometimes winning gloves comes in boxes, but today you have this nice sack from America. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Right.
So yeah, it was a trip to Singapore, and I went to one of the shop at Main Street of Singapore. I can't remember the name, but anyway, there you go. Winning glove.
So we're gonna review the one with the hook and loop version. Yeah, it is the MS
500.
500. Yeah. This is a 14-ounce product. This is not a 16-ounce product. It's a 14-ounce product. It comes in this red color. I think, is this the only color red, or there is a more brighter red?
Back then, I think Winnings have 3 main colors. There's like red, white, and also black color.
And blue, I think, yeah?
And blue.
For the stock colors, yeah?
For the stock one.
You can get it custom, but it's gonna be a lot more pricier. So we're just gonna stick by on our review on the stock colors. So the make of the glove, or the design of the glove, is the basic, Japanese style, where they have this little bit of a short cuff with a bulky padding, because it is a multi-layered foam padding. And some might argue that winning is synthetic leather and also real leather, but I think I don't know if I am right or wrong about this, but it's a combination of synthetic and real leather. Probably you can tell on the make of the glove also that there is some synthetic, there's some real leather, and yeah, the glove design is very Japanese style, with the big padding. Again, I'm gonna say it again, with the big padding, and the thumb is a little bit different than other types of gloves.
Yeah. And again, I think that when you buy Winnings, there's a really easy way to tell it's like authentic or not, or fake, because
How do you tell it?
All right, the easiest one is for Winnings. When you buy the strap-on, you won't find the logo at the strap. That's the first one. Second of all, you can see how they finish the boxing glove. They're gonna use white color. So basically, when you try to buy a winning glove and you spot like different color beside white, that's definitely not authentic winning glove.
Now we're talking about the quality of the gloves, and what can I say about the quality is that the quality is super outstanding for a glove that is really expensive. It's an excellent piece of kit, from the stitching.
Yep.
It's so spot on. It's different than like a Pakistani, even different to like a Mexican glove. It's the weight distribution is also very spot on.
As you guys can see.
And
one line.
The Velcro is very spot on. Also the stitching is very nice. The quality of the leather, it really holds up. better than most of the generic gloves that you can find under the under $400 range. The padding is also a little bit different than other most gloves, but it depends on what kind of style that you want. You know, these typical Japanese padding has this nice multi-layer foam, and for me, I think that's the only quality that I can present to you, is that the stitching is spot on, the leather is spot on. You know, when you buy a kit like this, well, it's really just very outstanding, especially the Japanese. The Japanese are very detailed, and you know, when they make products, they tend to really knock the ball out of this, right?
Yep. Like Angelo said, when you talk about Winnings glove, it's all handmade in Japan. So again, an easy way to tell, is this like an authentic Winnings or like a made from China or made from Pakistan. It's like, you can see, again, the quality of the leather. It's not as bright as a plasticky type of glove. It's like, you know, you can just tell it's a Chinese boxing glove from the way of the color itself. This one is way more natural compared to the other type of plasticky glove. And again, this is basically how you tell this. You can tell how the glove is a real leather or not, is how you smell the leather. Like, you can just smell it. Angelo?
Yeah. Even for a glove that is like 3 years, I think?
3 years, yeah.
3 years. The leather still smells really good. You know, it's not like a Mexican leather where it's like very has a very strong odor, but you know, it really holds up well. You know, especially 3 years, doing it 3 times a week. You know, it's quality. You know,
yeah.
I don't have anything to say that other than it's really quality. You're buying a winning glove.
And again, like Angelo, me and Angelo, we do sparring quite often. Like once a month, twice a month.
No, once a week. I mean.
Once a week. Okay. Angelo is a fighter. I'm not a fighter. But anyway, the thing about winning glove is that my opponent, they appreciate me wearing winning glove. I know it sounds weird because when you do sparring, you basically want to hit your enemy. But again, if you use like Clito Reyes for sparring, you're gonna hit your opponent quite hard. Because again, the padding itself on Winnings glove is really good. So that's why when you try to hit your opponent, even though it's a direct hit, but it won't damage the skin itself.
Yeah, that's why winning are very known as pillows in the boxing world, you know, because they're very soft. For you, it's soft. It's very pillowy, especially on the partner. It's also very very soft and also pillowy, and they're gonna take punches very easily when you use these gloves. That's why a lot of boxers spar 16, 14 ounce, even to 18 ounce, using Winnings instead of like their only gloves. I think that's the only thing that we can say about the quality.
Yep.
Now we just talked all of the quality, the make of the glove. Now we're gonna talk about how it feels in your hand. So I'm just gonna put one in, and the hook and loop version. You know, a lot of people say that this is they don't like buying the hook and loop version because it feels flimsy and it's what do you say? It's not as big as like other gloves, but for me, honestly, it feels okay. It feels not bad. You know, for a hook and loop glove, it does the job done. It's not as what do you say? It's tight, but it's not as too loose either. But for viewers, buff mates watching at home, want to purchase a winning glove that is hook and loop with a bigger strap, you can buy the custom ones. I think you have to buy an extra amount of money to get the big hook and loops. I think there's a YouTuber in YouTube called Quintano Gonzalez. I think he bought with the custom hook and loops. And you know, they can do it, but you're gonna have to do it in months. Now, let's get back to the topic and say that the performance, you know, the comfortability when you put these in, you know, it's outstanding. You know, there is, you don't force anything. You know, sometimes you have to make a fist in a glove. Sometimes it feels a little bit stiff, but you know, everything is spot on, you know, from the fist position, you know, you don't have to strain anything, you don't have to squeeze anything. Immediately goes inside, you know, that natural fist position. The knuckle is in the thicker part of the padding. You know, the thumb placement feels absolutely comfortable, and the polyester lining also helps with the comfortability. You know, when you say it fits like a glove, you know, wearing a winning glove, you know, wearing these nice pair, you know, it feels and fits like a glove. You know, it's like having oven mitts on. I think for me that's the performance and the comfortability, especially with the multi-layered padding, the Japanese style padding. You know, even if I squeeze hard here,
You can still feel it.
I can't feel my knuckles at all. And you know, sparring with these, you know, hitting the bags, this is a good general purpose glove. You know, you buy a winning glove for 300, sorry, I'm not gonna talk about the price, nanti dulu, like later on. It feels really good. You know, you pay good money and you got good performances in this glove. How do you think?
As Angelo said, like when you buy winnings, you can tell directly it feels like a pillow, but it's not a bulky glove.
Yeah.
It's different. When you talk about like other brands, like, well, again, it's funny when you say pillowy glove feels.
Yeah.
I straightly imagine twins.
Okay.
Thailand style. Well, twins, again, it feels like too bulky for me, because when I do wear like a Thai brand glove, I can't really feel my fist. And again, it's too heavy.
Especially extra padding, especially if you buy a Thai brand, you know, they have those Muay Thai gloves that is very, very bulky. There's no, the weight distribution is top heavy because they have to, you know, clinch and whatever.
And they have to block kicks.
But if you want to use this for kickboxing or Muay Thai, you know, you can still make a good solid clinch position, especially in these gloves. Yeah.
Exactly.
And there's a lot of Muay Thai guys also now use winnings, you know. Like
Because again,
Haggerty uses them, uses these, and then a few of the Muay Thai guys also transition to winnings also.
Because again, guys, I don't know if you guys can see it, but you know, I tried to squish it. I can still feel nothing. Like, I can still do my fists like that, but I can't feel that impact, you know, on my fist.
And
so again, that's the secret of winning, because they have the extra padding and they have that. Winnings haven't. They don't want to open their secret, but it's really. My point is, it's really worth it, because again, it's quite expensive, but you get this quality. I mean, it's a great investment.
Yep. And the last thing I want to mention is the performance. If you have big hands, you have small hands. I have a little bit of a small hand, and once you put these on, you know, they feel really compact. Because over time, the glove will mold into your hand. If you have bigger hands, you know, just go size up, you know, go to 16 or whatever. But yeah, you know, large hands, small hands, it's no problem. Even medium-sized hands, also no problem. That's the quality of it. All right, before I tell you about the cost of the gloves, I'm gonna talk about the pros and the cons. Even a glove that is very, very spot on like this have a lot of, not a lot, but a few cons, a few. One thing for me is that there is no ventilation holes in this glove, so it's very sweaty if you use it like for a long periods of time.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because it's all leather in here. Yeah, it's all leather, and for me that's the only con. You know, the stitching is very good. I think a con is if you buy a hook and loop glove, there's a lot of, you know, extra leather popping out, like. Here on the front side here, there's a lot of extra leather, but it's not really a problem. It's a very normal thing. So no ventilation, extra popping leather, and of course the price. You know, you buy this glove, you can just use it. You can just use this glove for everything, but the investment to buy this glove is amazing. But you know, it's really, really expensive. Especially if you just box like once a week, twice a week, you know.
I agree with you.
You know, that's a very, very big con for me. What about you?
Yeah. Winnings. It's quite okay for me personally. It's quite hard when you talk about the pro and cons because again, winnings is like who doesn't know winnings anyway? Like all the professionals, all the athletes, they wear winnings because it's a guarantee with the money value. But again, for me, for myself, I've been using the glove for 3 years now. So far for me, when I use this winning glove for quite some time, I feel kind of like overheat inside my arm.
Yeah, I think that's because there's no ventilation.
Yeah, exactly. Because again, some gloves have the waterproof
The
material.
waterproof lining.
Yeah, it's like clitorius, but again, for me, I don't really like the feel. It feels a bit awkward inside.
Yeah, for Mexican gloves, sometimes the thumb is very awkward,
Yep.
you know. But you know, some people like it, some people don't.
Yep.
But for a winning glove, you know, the thumb is very, very spot on. You know, again, we're just gonna talk about just the pros. Also, is that it's an outstanding piece of kit. You know, your hand is stress-free. The quality is good, stitching is good. You know, it's a really, really good investment buying these. And I'm gonna talk about the cost right now. Yeah. So right now, that's the thing that you wanna check out our review is how much does these cost and where can I get them? You know, this Japanese masterpiece costs around $300 to $500 for stocks. Yeah,
And that's US dollar, right?
That's US dollar, 300 to 500. You know, depends on the season. Sometimes it's really expensive. Sometimes it goes down to 300. Sometimes stock colors comes 300 to 400. And then if you do custom colors, it comes in 500 before you put like embroidery or custom names, or you want to make custom colors. You can make two-tone colors, it's another custom. So there's a lot of options for you, but it gets more and more and more expensive, you know. So it's not different than buying like a Grant glove. Same thing, you know, you have a lot of options. But difference is that winning is Japanese style, Grant is a very mix between Japanese and Mexicans. But a lot of people use winnings, even Mayweather uses winnings and he fights in Grants.
Canelo used to wear winnings.
Yeah, Canelo used to wear winnings.
I remember that time.
Yeah. And I think majority of them use winnings because of the pillowy feel. In conclusion, it's $300 to $500. In rupiah, because this is an Indonesian channel, for you international channel,
That's
it's
pretty much
about
5 million something.
4 to 6
million rupiah.
million rupiah, yeah. And where can I get these? Our recommendation is you get these either in Winning Japan. You can just Google it and go to Winning Japan for Japan, or you can go to Winning Japan USA. I think there's a seller there. But there's another option. You can buy it at Rakuten.com, and you can just buy stock colors. They provide custom colors. I think there's a new updated version with the logo, just with only the winning logo instead of like the white over the blue and the red. It costs much more. Yep. So you can just buy it at Rakuten. Shipping is really good out there. I think that's the best bet, best and safest bet if you want to buy original winnings. You know, sometimes Amazon or like eBay sometimes give you knockoff winnings, and it's not a good idea because it's really, really expensive.
Because I mean, like again, like Angelo point is, for example, you try to find winnings on Google, and then it pop out like winning glove for $100. I can guarantee for you guys that's a fake.
That's a fake. That's a fake.
And don't take risks on it, because again, winnings is based on US dollar, if I'm not mistaken. So on average, if you go to places outside Indonesia, it's pretty much cost the same price.
Yeah. And also for Indonesian buyers, best bet is just buy it online.
Yep.
There is no way, or there is no option yet for buying winnings in Indonesia. The closest bet is like Gino buying at Singapore.
Well, which I know.
Yeah, which is much more, still very, very expensive, and it's kind of hard. You know, you have to either go to Singapore or what do you say?
Internationally?
No. It just talk to a friend so that they can pick it up when they go to Singapore.
Yeah.
All right.
You buy it from your friend. But again, take off from me. Again, I usually browse glove online, and I think I spot a few resellers at Tokopedia as well.
Okay.
Again, but you guys will be surprised on how much this glove costs you. But for me that has been using it for 3 years now, it's hell worth it because it's winnings. Like, you don't question winnings, man.
In conclusion, it's a good glove. It's very expensive. It's an investment for you in boxing enthusiasts. If you want to be an athlete, you don't want to buy any more gloves, just buy winning.
Yep.
Everything's done, you know, and you don't have to worry about replacing your gloves in 3 to 5 years. That's our review. We'll see you at the next product review video. I'm Angelo, this is Gino. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit the notification bell to Buff Kangaroo. Subscribe to our Instagram, buffkangaroo.pod. Our YouTube is Buff Kangaroo TV, Buff Kangaroo Podcast, you can search it. And we have an Indonesian podcast called Buff Kangaroo Podcast at Spotify. You can just hit up Buff Kangaroo Podcast on Spotify. You can follow us right now, and we'll see you on the next review.
All right, see you guys.